Happy Wednesday. Weird that we're already halfway through the week when we've only really done 2 days of school. Today you are moving on to lesson 6, which is going to be on chapter 4. And, well, before I tell you why I really like chapter 4, I'll just go over the big question with you. It's, how do scientists determine where volcanoes might develop? And that question is up here, and you will answer it on your exit ticket. The reason that I love chapter 4 is because it hits on a lot of informational text features that the other chapters haven't hit on as hard. Okay? So like here you have like the regular text, right? Over here is the sidebar. So there's a couple sidebars in here. We have a diagram of a volcano, and I think diagrams are just so useful, especially in science. They can be... I feel like maps are more useful in social studies, but diagrams really help me out when I'm struggling with science stuff. We have another sidebar right here, right? So a sidebar gives information that's about the topic, but it doesn't necessarily fit with the rest of the text. Then we have lots of photographs. Remember, my biggest pet peeve, well, I have a lot of pet peeves. One of my biggest pet peeves is when kids say things like, look at the picture. We're too old for that. We call these photographs because they were taken with a camera, and then it lets the person you're speaking to know that they are real. So we have lots of photographs. You have a map right here. Then you have more photographs, captions, and then that's the end of the chapter. So this hits on, it's not necessarily teaching you what a sidebar is or what a diagram is or what captions are, but you have to use them to answer the questions on your exit ticket. I'm going to go over the vocabulary, and then I do want to quickly go over what you're going to do on your exit ticket. It's a little bit different than the ones we've done for the first 5 lessons. So the first word is volcano, which is a hill or mountain that forms over a crack in Earth's crust from which lava erupts. You probably knew what a volcano was. You probably just didn't know the scientific definition. A crater, which is a bowl-shaped opening at the top of a volcano or geyser. Fine. This definition of fine means very small. It does not mean I'm fine. Fine means very small. Subduction zone, which is the place where one tectonic plate is sliding beneath another tectonic plate. And if I were doing this in the classroom, we would do this whole thing with paper plates, and we would act out the subduction zone, but we can't. So if you have paper plates at home, you can show your parents. You can slide a paper plate under and show them the subduction zone. Descend means to move downward. A hot spot, it's not the Wi-Fi. It's a very hot region deep within Earth's mantle where a huge magma chamber forms. Plume, a column of magma that rises from the mantle into a chamber beneath Earth's crust. And then a hot spring is a naturally flowing source of hot water. So that would be, if you've ever been to Lake Michigan before the lake heats up, the water is freezing. The sun heats the lake up. So you have to wait and be patient and wait for it to be like multiple nice days in a row. I'm a wimp when it comes to cold water, so I don't really get in Lake Michigan until after 4th of July, to be honest with you. So a hot spring, the water comes up, but because the water has been stored near magma, it's very hot already. You don't have to wait for it to heat up. It's been heated underground. I would love to go to a hot spring someday. That's like one of my dreams. And the exit ticket, that was what I wanted to go over with you. We're going to look at the root rupt, R-U-P-T, and that means burst. So you will have the words, let me see, they're in here. And they will be, well, if I can find them. you will have the words in. I'm sorry, I got confused with another lesson. You have to, they're multiple choice. So you will have 4 words that you have to pick, and they all have the root rupt in them. So it will be disrupt, erupt, uninterrupted, eruption, abrupt, rupture. So those are the words, and then you'll have to go through and read the sentence and try to figure out which word fits based on your knowledge of the root. If you have any questions, don't forget to hop on to Zoom, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Call, text, or email me. It is very important that you are submitting these each day so that when you come into Zoom, we can go over your answers together. If you don't have anything submitted, it's very hard for me to give you feedback on your work, which is what I'm trying to do. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.